Everybody, Brian back with an STX stacks update here. You can see this is STX on the daily chart. These are support zones, the gray and the yellow lines, support and resistance areas. Okay, if we zoom in here on the daily, I want to go through this here because I'm sure after that breakout we're having a little bit of frustration out there in people. Okay, but you can see right through here. Okay, we had this higher high, and so far we have a higher low in here. All right, this was our former high, this was our former low. We had the higher high, we hit resistance up there, and this is our higher low where we found support through there. Okay, now you can see on the daily RSI on here, let me zoom in here and pull these up for you because these things are super important. Okay, you can see the daily RSI is flipping back up. Okay, on STX you can see the curve in it right there. Down at the bottom on the regular RSI, this thing's only at a 45. It's not even halfway towards oversold yet. Okay, let's go up to the 12 and the 8 hour. The 12 hour has turned up. Okay, and on the stochastic and on the regular RSI, it's at a 48. Okay, and it has turned up. All right, let's look at the 8. The 8 hour has just got to the bottom, reset, and is turning up. And on the regular RSI, we are at a 49.8. Okay, just halfway on this thing. All right, so I'm expecting a bounce out of STX here. The 4 hour. This is smaller time frames. Yeah, the 4 hours getting up there towards the top. Okay, but let's pull the Fibonacci out on here. All right, let me clean this chart off. Number one, let's get the RSIs off here, and let's take a look at some Fibonacci levels on this thing and see how far we have had, what kind of move we've had here. Let's go out to the daily. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're going to go from this move right up here, the former high, the highest high out of this thing at $1.30. Alright, if we put a stochastic or a Fibonacci on this thing, okay, we haven't got any move back up at all, really. Okay, that goes to the 618, but that's not even legit because really it never even made it to the 618 on that price action. Okay, we're just pulling the fib down here. Normally you will get a bounce up to at least the 618 to the 702, but that is the area that you're going to run into massive support or resistance, and if either you might get rejected off that or break through it. Okay, but that area up there is the danger zone. I apologize, I got a little tongue tied there, too much stuff going through my head, but this area right there is the danger zone. Okay, when you get up to that area, you're either going to get knocked back down off of it, or you're going to bust up through that area, and then you're looking to take out this high here. Okay, no guarantees on anything. All right, but you can see how we come down through here, and this thing is almost triple bottom down here. All right, you had your double bottom right here, which is a super bullish thing to happen. Okay, a double bottom. I just did a V-chain video on that because V-chain looks like it's doing that. There's a lot of coins out there that look like they're doing the same exact thing here. Okay, so you can see that double bottom, and right now we're up 4.53%. Let's look at the trading view technicals on STX. For the 1 day, it's at a neutral. The oscillators are at a buy. The moving averages are at a sell because we're still below them. Let's look here. Well, we're below the 50. Okay, we're between the 50 and the 200 right now. Okay, so let me see here. Let's get that back off there. Okay, and I want to show you guys a double bottom pattern because right there is what a double bottom looks like. Okay, it occurs after a long downtrend where you find support at two areas and you fail to break through it. Okay, and then that is the reversal after that. Okay, which usually comes in. Okay, so obviously STX was in that long downtrend, had this double bottom touch right here. Okay, and we're starting back out of that now with these RSIs getting reset. That's the biggest thing. Okay, that's the biggest thing I always watch on these coins. The weekly RSI, you can see if you look down at the bottom, the stochastic is on its way down, but if you look down at the bottom, that thing is curving back up. All right, so please don't lose faith in this thing. I believe it's got some gas left. No guarantees at all. There never is in this market. But if you look at zoom out and look at the bigger picture, you know, sometimes things are a little clearer. Okay, you can see that we're on the Fibonacci, we pulled right back between that 618 and 702, and we got that bounce there. Now, this line I drawn, that is a, you know, this is a support area. Okay, that's not a line in the sand. Okay, you have areas of support that happen. All right, I'm gonna zoom out and show you that. I know that it looks like it's bounced perfectly on that line, but if you go back through the price action of this thing, past price action, you can see here that was more or less a zone, and then you got this massive zone right through here of all that. And then of course you got this here too, but honestly I believe that could have possibly been our low. I don't know if we'll ever get back down to that 52 cent area. If we do, I know I'm stacking my bags up, but we'll see what happens here, guys. We need a bounce out of Bitcoin. We need Bitcoin to take off. Of course, STX has been acting differently than the rest of the market. If you look on the right-hand side, you can see a lot of red out there. A lot of stuff starting to turn green. Bitcoin is wedging up. All right, it's forming this wedge pattern. I'm going to show you that here, right here. Okay, this is on the 4-hour chart. It's been wedging up. This wedge, you know, started here, you know, roughly April 23rd. Okay, it's been bouncing around in this wedge. It's coming to a point here where, you know, this thing is either going to break out or break down. All right, now the 4-hour RSI is just heading up on Bitcoin. So, and this is a Sunday in the United States. Usually Sunday evenings, you know, sometimes we can have some pretty good price action on Sunday evenings. Now, if we go out to the 8-hour and 12-hour on Bitcoin, the 8-hour is just curving back up. You can see that on the stochastic. And the regular RSI is only at a 50. The 12-hour, okay, once again, it's only at a 51 on the regular RSI. The stochastic, you can see it's starting to curve. Okay, you can see that bend in it right there. You know, that thing will bend more and more and eventually point up if it's gonna break out of here. But you know, you can see the way they respect these patterns. It's crazy, but you can see once it got up there, it got rejected. All right, so all right, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button. I will stay on top of this STX, and I will get back to you as soon as we have some price action. Thank you so much.